WrestleMania Night 1 Saturday review. We kick things off with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The champion Gunther goes up against main event Yeet Jay Uso. And this match opening the show is interesting. That just shows you like the level of anticipation people have been having for this match. I mean, the right guy won, Jey Uso, because the whole yeet factor, and Gunther losing just kind of sucks. Cause I mean, yeah, they mentioned his dominance, and all that kind of stuff, but just him defending the World Heavyweight Championship, it hasn't been a thing. He hasn't been a feature on Monday Night Raw or anything like that. And this match to me is just kind of boring. Like, I didn't care. Like, the only highlight of the match for me is when Gunther chopped Jey Uso off the top rope. Other than that, I didn't care. But the monumental moment is the ending of the match when Gunther tapped out. Now here's the thing with that. I understand. It makes sense. You know, it's the trilogy concluding chapter of their rivalry. You gotta have a monumental moment for Jey Uso to win. And that's what I said in my predictions video. You gotta have a monumental moment. Gunther tapping out is monumental. Because we normally don't see that from Gunther. But my problem is Gunther tapped out so quickly. It made him look so weak. It made him look extra weak. Because they could have at least had Jey Uso wear Gunther down. Like throughout the match, Jey Uso could have been applying different submission holds, and the commentators could have mentioned, like, oh, he's using this submission move. He's using that submission move. Oh, he's pulling out a whole brand new bag of tricks of submission moves on Gunther, trying to wear him down. And each submission move that Jey Uso applies to Gunther, Gunther could have, like, broke out of it and reversed it. And then by the end of the match, after, like, I don't know, 5 or 6, 7, 8 submission attempts, wearing Gunther down, wearing him out, put on the sleeper hold, and he taps out. But no, he didn't wear Gunther down or anything. It took like 2 seconds with a weak looking chokehold for Gunther to tap out. As big as Gunther is, he's way bigger than Jey Uso, and it only took one submission hold, apparently, and a couple of seconds, and Gunther taps out like a big baby. And they nerf Gunther so much to make Jey Uso look good. And I understand. Right person won and all that. And monumental. But for God's sakes, the way they executed it was piss poor to me. I don't mind Gunther tapping out, but he should have wore Gunther down, and he didn't do that at all. It's just a one weak chokehold. Gunther taps out in 2 seconds. It just made him look really weak. This match was nothing. I didn't care for this match. Jey Uso winning, monumental, fantastic. But it really upset me that Gunther had to tap out the way he did. Anyways, moving on. WWE World Tag Team Championship match. War Raiders as champions versus the New Day. The heel New Day. I didn't care for this match. The crowd was dead quiet for this match. I didn't hear any noise whatsoever. And the New Day and the War Raiders, they put on a pretty good match. Like, the War Raiders are hard hitting. They did all of their heavy hitting moves, which was impressive and vicious and devastating. And, the New Day, they're phenomenal. Greatest tag team of all time. Definitely going in the Hall of Fame. No complaints. But this match was dead, boring. No one cared. Crowd was quiet. And, New Day winning with the heel victory. A lot of people expected Big E to show up, but that's never going to happen. He's never going to wrestle again. I don't think he's ever going to wrestle again. So just let that go. But yeah, this match, it was a nothing burger. It wasn't boring. They did their best, but the crowd was dead. I wasn't into it. They tried, man. They tried. And they went by really quickly, whatever. Moving on. So this is when the show started getting a little better. We got Jade Cargill in her first WrestleMania match versus Naomi as a heel. And this match is pretty much as you people expect, make Jade Cargill look good. Naomi is a phenomenal athlete, so hopefully she can carry Jade Cargill and make Jade Cargill look good in this match. And that's what happened. Jade Cargill looked phenomenal, proving her strength. Like, the highlight of the match for me is when Jade Cargill caught Naomi in midair and did a jackhammer on her, man. That is truly impressive. I cannot wait to see what Jade Cargill does in the future. I loves me some Jade Cargill, man. She's got a great aura, great physique, great in-ring ability, man. I'm telling you, she's going to be a main event level player, winning the women's world title, women's WWE title, whatever, man. She's on her way. This match was good. It's what you expect. It was good. You know, no complaints. Moving on. WWE United States Championship match. LA Knight is champion versus Jacob Fatu, the werewolf. So, this match is one of the matches that I was anticipating. This match, it didn't disappoint. I just wish this match went on a little longer, and that's the thing I'll get to. Like, some of these matches just went by fairly quickly. This match went on, it didn't go on long enough for me. This match could have used a little bit more time, like 5 extra minutes or something, because this was like right when these guys started cooking, I feel. Like LA Knight doing his, moment, his signature move, you leaping on the top rope and doing a move. Jacob Fatu doing, his moonsaults and all this craziness. I felt like right when it was starting to cook, the match ended. I was really anticipating this match because you got two great athletes here. And Jacob Fatu, man, his aura, his in-ring ability is massively insane. LA Knight is super over. So I wouldn't have cared who won this match. But Jacob Fatu winning, I think, was the right decision because we got to solidify Jacob Fatu as a monumental threat. It just sucks that LA Knight had to lose his title, his first title, U.S. title, to Shinsuke, and they did nothing with that. And then he wins it back. They should have had him go in this match as just like a dominant champion instead of as like this is, his second run as the United States champion. But whatever. Jacob Fatu winning was great. Just wish the match could have went on a little longer. Moving on, we got Rey Fenix replacing Rey Mysterio because apparently Rey Mysterio was injured. Lots of mishaps happening here at WrestleMania. But anyway, we got Rey Fenix. He's new. Really don't know much about him. Don't know anything about the guy. I saw his debut match, and he's very impressive. And he's going up against El Grande Americano, who is not Chad Gable. This match, I was looking forward to Rey Mysterio showing up because he's a legend. He's an icon. Rey Fenix, he's very impressive. He's very impressive. This was a good match, solid luchador stuff. Chad Gable, or El Grande Americano, showing off his ability is great. I'm glad he won the match. This is his first WrestleMania. This is both of their first WrestleManias. But hey, El Grande Americano is more established in WWE than Rey Fenix. I'm sure El Grande Americano would have beaten Rey Mysterio. That would have been a great accolade on his resume. But hey, he got Rey Fenix and they did a good match. I think El Grande Americano's entrance is absolutely hilarious. Honestly, I really do hope that they kill this gimmick with El Grande Americano soon and they just go back to Chad Gable and have him just be like winning championships and stuff because the man is too good. This is wasted talent. They need to be doing something more monumental with this guy because this guy could be the new Kurt Angle, man. It's right there. The pieces are in play and they're fumbling the ball, man. Like El Grande Americano's cool and all, but man, just bring back Chad Gable. This is ridiculous. But anyways, this match it was cool. It was cool. Moving on, we got the WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton is champion versus Charlotte Flair, who won the Royal Rumble. The build up to this match has been pretty lackluster, but I was hoping that this match would be just as hard hitting as that Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair match that put, that solidified Rhea Ripley as a star. This match should do the same thing for Tiffany Stratton. There were just certain moments in here, I wouldn't call them botches, but I don't know. The match just looked a little sloppy to me. It looked a little sloppy, and it was hard hitting though. It was hard hitting. Like they really went for it. Like I think there was a certain point where Tiffany Stratton's mouth was a little bleeding a little bit. There was like a bruise on her forehead where Wade Barrett mentioned, oh yeah, that move, and she's got that bruise on her forehead and all that stuff. So they were definitely going for it. Like when the match began, it was a brawl. Like they were going for it, and I was invested in it. But it wasn't hard hitting enough for me. It just wasn't enough. Like I feel like yes, a lot of these matches could have used a little bit more time. This match definitely had more time than other matches. But this match, I mean, I'm definitely impressed by Tiffany Stratton. I'm interested to see what she does as champion. It's curious to see where Charlotte Flair will go from here, putting over Tiffany Stratton. It's not as hard hitting as that Rhea Ripley Charlotte Flair match, but this match, definitely showcases Tiffany Stratton and her ability that she can go in the ring, she can be aggressive, she can brawl, she can get bruised up and keep going. Definitely prove that. But yeah, this match, it was good. It was good for sure, definitely. Glad Tiffany Stratton won. Moving on, we got the main event. Finally, the show gets good, and I feel like the reason why all these other matches were so short is because they wanted to give more time to the Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair match and to this main event. This main event felt super long, longer than all the other matches. And it's worth it. Maybe not. I mean, like I said, Jacob Fatu LA Knight match could have went on a little longer. Because this didn't feel like WrestleMania. This didn't feel like WrestleMania at all. This felt like a regular, normal PLE up until the main event. So we got all the star power. We got Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the heart and soul of the WWE, apparently. And this is CM Punk's first main event at WrestleMania. And Paul Heyman's caught in between all three of these guys because he owes Seth Rollins a favor because, he's not disrespecting him like Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns left after he lost his title at WrestleMania and left Paul Heyman at the mercy of the new bloodline getting beat up, and then CM Punk, just using Paul Heyman for favors and stuff. So there's that going on. And going into this match, yeah, it's a nothing burger. That's not for anything. It's just for bragging rights. But the star power in here is monumental. And these guys put on a WrestleMania main event. They put on a banger. Like, the highlight for me is when Roman Reigns powerbombed CM Punk through the table, powerbombed Seth Rollins through the table, and the tables broke. I was with Pat McAfee when he said, I thought these tables couldn't break, bro. When those tables broke, I was like, I didn't think those tables could break. Like, this match, bro, was phenomenal. And then when Paul Heyman comes in, it's a good swerve. He's like, who is he gonna choose? Is he gonna choose CM Punk? Is he gonna choose Roman Reigns? And he chooses CM Punk, but he low blows him, and he's like, my tribal chief. And Roman Reigns is like, all right. And then he whacks CM Punk, and then the moment happens where I knew it was coming. And if you know the history with Roman and the backstabbing, with his back turned, you saw it coming. Because as soon as his back is turned, Seth Rollins is there, and it's like reminiscent of the Shield moment that he'll never forget. That's why Roman Reigns can't trust anybody when his back is turned, because as soon as his back is turned, Paul Heyman's like, my tribal chief, it's there for the taking. And he turns his back on Paul Heyman, and as soon as he turned his back, I was like, oh, Paul Heyman's gonna low blow him. Paul Heyman's gonna do it. And sure enough, he low blows Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns falls to the ground, and Paul Heyman sides with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins picks up the victory here. This felt like WrestleMania. Out of this entire program, the only match that felt like a real WrestleMania match to me was this main event. It had everything you needed in there, even though it was for nothing. These stars put on a monumental match. It was great from beginning to end. It was phenomenal. This was WrestleMania right here. And so for me, going like favorite matches from greatest to least, I would say my favorite match obviously is this main event. My second favorite match, I will say, is the Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair match. My third favorite match would be the Jade Cargill versus Naomi match. And my fourth favorite match would be LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. And then the fifth favorite match, Rey Fenix versus El Grande Americano. And everything else, I'm sorry, I just don't really care. But this WrestleMania night, one Saturday, really, it didn't feel like WrestleMania. It went by so fast. The crowd was kind of dead up until like the main event. Like the main event, oh my God, what a main event that was. That main event was phenomenal. That's all I have to say.